When I was younger, I always tried to find some new ways to make some extra money for myself. Until I read this book. But I ran into an issue that I can't find any realistic ways to make any extra money. Most of them were just some weird advices or just not for me. For example, take care of someone's kid. Who would find a random person on Facebook and let them watch after their kid for some cash? And they definitely never teach me that in school. But now that I have some experience, I decided to share it with you. First of all, you should start with that. If you want to get money from someone, you have to give them some kind of a value. It can be a photo or a drawing or a video or just anything that gives them value. You can't just tell them, I need money, give me money, unless they're your parents, of course. The first and the easiest thing you can do to make money is to sell something you're not using or haven't used in a long time. You could sell them on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Craigslist, Spock. So for example, a phone that you haven't used in a long time, a pair of shoes that you haven't worn in more than 3 months because you have too many shoes, a book that you finished reading and you're not planning to read it again, old headphones, old speakers that you don't use anymore, Pokemon cards, a watch, another watch that you're not using anymore, weights that you don't use anymore because you're going to the gym now, yeah, old AirPods. An old tripod that you don't use anymore because it looks like this. Before uploading your product, make sure it's clean and the image quality is really good. Because there are so many people who upload terrible quality photos and expect to sell it. I'm sure you know someone in a specific niche. It can be phones, computers, photography, clothing, cars, it doesn't really matter. And you could search for products that you think would sell for more than you actually purchased them for. For example, I found this iPhone on eBay for $150.
And after a couple of weeks, I wanted to see if anyone would be interested to buy this one for more. So I took some good quality photos in front of my window where the lighting is really, really good. I cleaned it, made sure there wasn't any fingerprints
like it is now.
I wrote a good product description, how much the phone has been used for,
why I'm selling it, and I posted it for $300. And then the next day I had people messaging me if they could buy it. So now I just made extra $150 just for finding a cheap product and having good photos and description. Who doesn't want $350? And it doesn't have to be a phone, it can be anything that you think is worth more than someone is selling it for. So for example, I have a friend who buys broken motorcycles and fixes them and then sells them for more money. So he finds a bad looking, not necessarily broken, but a bike that's been abandoned for a year or more and it's in a really bad condition. He buys it for $200 to $500 and then he cleans it, buys a few parts that are needed, maybe new exhaust if it's rusted through, and then he lists them online for $1,500 and sells them within a week. And of course it doesn't have to be just bikes. Once you sold enough bikes, maybe you saved up enough money to buy a broken car that you think you could fix and sell for more. And then maybe you just build your way up, fix more cars, and maybe you're having so many cars that you could even hire people to fix them for you. So you hire people, they fix cars for you, you pay them some amount of money that you make from the cars, and you keep most of it for yourself, of course, because you're the boss. And it also doesn't only have to be buying cheap and selling for more. You can also be providing people with a service. For example, you could be fixing phones if you like to fix phones. Post an ad online that you can fix phones for a certain amount of price. You research how much an iPhone X screen costs online. Let's say it's $50. And I can change the screen for $80, which means I'll be making $30 profit just for changing the screen. It's more about what you like doing. So if you like photography, you can be taking photos for people. You can research multiple companies that don't have photos of their business, so you could just message them. Hello, my name is John. I'm a beginner photographer and I can offer you good quality photos for a cheaper price. And they might be interested in that, so you might get the message back. Of course, don't expect everyone to message you back. You have to message at least 10 businesses, then expect a result. If you don't get a result after you message 10 businesses, then just message more businesses. It might be the 11th business that you messaged that will message you back. If you have a camera, or if you even have a drone, you could get a drone license and take drone footage for weddings. So you could create your own Facebook page or even a website for wedding photography. And you could do that, or you could just message some people that you know that are going to have a wedding party. So just message them, hello, I'm a beginner and I can offer you my service for cheaper with a great quality because I'm a good photographer. With these kind of things, you don't need to have your own studio. You can just go to the wedding party and take photos for them. And for such a cheap price, everyone's gonna want you to take photos for them or videos. If you like to make custom stuff, you could be making anything just like this out of wood. So if you save up enough money from all of those things that I mentioned, you could buy a machine that can engrave stuff like this and you could sell them on Valentine's Day. And if you like to make custom stuff, you could buy some kind of a machine like 3D printer, a laser, 3D resin printer, drill bit engraving machine, and you could make things like these or things like these for Valentine's Day. Lots of people buy them. Just a good idea for you. You can steal my ideas. Just use your imagination of whatever you like to do and then make money come from that. If you like shoes, you could find a supplier that sells shoes and buy lots of shoes and sell them online. I've seen lots of people do that. Lots of people buy clothes. You could find lots of branded clothes for, let's say, $1 to $5, and you could sell them online on Vinted or whatever those apps are. I haven't really tried those yet, but you could use clothing apps and sell your clothes online for, let's say, $30, $40. So really, as you can see, you can use your knowledge to buy something for cheap and sell it for more, because I really know there's lots of people who try to sell their stuff as quickly as possible because they need some extra money. So for example, I got this phone for $150 and it's really hard to buy an iPhone X for $150. There's lots of people online that sell the stuff really cheaply just because they need some money, and you have to act quick with those things because they get sold quickly.
You're not the only one who wants to make money from buying things cheap and selling them for more money. There's lots of people like that, and you have to be the first one, so
keep your eye out.
And these are not the only things you could be reselling, of course. There are people who are reselling cars, they're reselling flats, they're reselling houses, they're reselling property, and they can be making 100,000 profit just on one sale. But one of the important things is that you have to know what you're buying and what you're going to be selling. So you have to have knowledge in that kind of category that you're interested in. Okay, and I think that's enough for today's video. And if you want to see an even more detailed video where we work our way up
and up and up and up and up and up,
give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Dvaleays, just like my channel name, and share this video with your friends. I'm off. My hands! Their feet! I keep looking at this, but I should be looking at this, yeah? I need to stop messing around because I'm gonna have to delete this anyways. These parts, I will have to delete this scene and no one's gonna ever see it. And I'll add this to the end of this video.